The left media finds a new, cute, useful, idiot, empty-headed Republican chick, and Nancy Pelosi returns from the mothership to her true love, which is harming puppies. Hey, you know Sammy, my name's Steven Kruiser. This is Kruiser Control, and we are at the point where we begin. I'm glad I wore the 4,000 degree jacket today. It's very good. I'm sweating on the inside now. We begin this week with a report from the crack investigative staff here at Kruiser Control. His name is Jeff, and we really don't pay him with crack, by the way. The left media is viciously preying upon young women, specifically young, pretty women who are the daughters of Republican politicians. Did I say young and pretty? I'm sorry. I meant stupid.
Let's just say Mitt Romney was once considered by some to be a moderate Republican, like your dad, although your dad stuck to his principles, and Mitt Romney obviously has morphed into some crazy conservative in order to win the White House. Does it bother you that he has changed so much?
Oh, it absolutely does, and I think it bothers a lot of people, and that's been his biggest challenge. And I think that was my dad's greatest strength, and the people that liked him during the campaign, I hear from people every day on the streets, Republicans, Democrats, Independents, they say he just, you know, he was a man of the people.
It's Meghan McCain light. Abby Huntsman is Meghan McCain light. There's so much wrong with that clip, Sammy, we could have done an hour-long expose on it. She's talking to former Michigan Governor Jennifer Granholm, who says Jon Huntsman was a moderate. If you look at Jon Huntsman's record, not really. He was actually conservative. And Mitt Romney has morphed into this conservative, feasting on the brains of infants, of course. And have you seen Mitt Romney, the Archconservative, yet? I have not met him. I have not seen him anywhere. They're watching a different Mitt Romney. I think they have a different TV there. Yes, it's one that's fueled mostly by marijuana. I mock because I care. Totally kidding. I can't stand this idiot. Yes, it's tingle time. Yeah. Slow dance today. I'm having some hamstring issues. Yeah, doing the voodoo tingle, the voodoo tingle. We may have to start calling this segment the Translucent Avenger. Yes, our boy Chrissy is once again finding racism under every empty bottle of Boone's Farm in his office.
I'm going to get into this thing rather heartily here. The pictures of the wholesome family there concerned about welfare cheating are white people. And the implication here is pretty clear that the people that are getting these welfare checks without working are not white people. This is the old stuff that Romney's resorting to here. It's familiar territory. It's Willie Horton stuff. It's the same old stuff Reagan used to engage in, talking about welfare queens and young bucks waiting in line with their food stamps to get vodka. I lived through all that stuff. I know all the code. This is code.
Exotic, foreign, Indonesia, Hawaii.
Boom! That's how we do that now here. We're just, I love that clip. I cannot get enough of that clip. This is code. I lived through that. Yes, Chris Matthews lived through the horror of being a white Democrat in the early 80s in America when the Democrats ran both the House and the Senate and all of that stuff. The horror and the code, and you can't use white people in a commercial now because it's exotic, foreign, Indonesia. Just the presence of white people is racist now, says the whitest guy on earth. I can't fit my hands around his neck. Never mind. From the dark recesses of every dark recess that was ever recessed, it's the extended take. I love that. Why don't we see what Rachel Maddow is up to these days? How about a fresca?
The emergency manager of the Detroit Public Schools used his new power to try and shut down the Katherine Ferguson Academy for young moms, which he had not been able to do under the old law. The students got arrested protesting his decision in a sit-in at their school, and they did save their school, the Katherine Ferguson Academy, from Governor Snyder's new law. Katherine Ferguson Academy is open. This is graduation this year, but they only just barely saved it.
That's a lovely story, Rachel. So touching, in fact, that I went to Craigslist to see if I could buy an emotion and shed a tear or two. The reality, however, is that it was saved by turning it over to a privately run charter school company. It was the law that allowed the failing school to be turned over to a private company that allowed it to survive. Want to know how I know this, Rachel? Because when you reported on the fact that the school had been saved last year, neither you nor the school's principal stated that the protests 2 months earlier had saved it. Thank you for proving that even MSNBC hosts don't watch their own shows. Tweets of the week! Yeah. Twitter.com/Steven Kruiser. You follow me, I'll follow you back. Upload an avatar, let's do it. And you got to remind me, you got to boom. You know, you guys know the deal now, I think. And you new people who can't follow that, ask someone. They're all there to help. We have a support staff. Tweet number 1.
That's it. Bay the Stiffmeister.
Tweet number Dear Steven, going to Vegas this month and I was thinking about a bacon bikini or a one-piece. Thoughts? Fixed it for you. Wear one piece of bacon. That's it. To the pool, okay? I'm there. Call me. Tweet number 2.
2 weeks. 2 weeks.
Do you know what that's from?
Yeah.
What is it?
Total Recall.
Total Recall. And I even watched, that's one movie I watched. By the way, if you're going to do a remake, which I usually say I don't like, but if you put Kate Beckinsale and Jessica Biel in it, suddenly I'm a big fan of your creativity. Tweet number 2. Trying to embroil me in a little controversy here. It's not going to work. Who do you like better, myself or my twin? These are 2 of my good Twitter friends, and I'm going to tell you right now, and these are 2 of the young ladies on Twitter who are just launching at the Democrats and the libs all the time. The patriarchy plays no favorites, okay? I love all of you, and I love the word, I love just winding you up and watching you make liberal men cry. That's what it's equal opportunity. Tweet number 3.
Get your ass to Mars.
Sammy's having a blast this week. Usually he's almost as clueless as I am on some of these, but he's over there just giggling and giggling and giggling. Or he's high. Tweet number 3. This is a serious question, which I will answer seriously. If you couldn't work as a writer or a comedian, what would you do for a living? I would actually go back to school, finish my first degree, get the second one I needed, become a family therapist, and work with divorced kids. That's what I would do. Now you know. They're serious. There was a touching moment. We'll get back to the regular stuff now. Tweet number 4.
Go ahead. Make my day.
Finally an easy one. Tweet number 4. We're doing a bonus tweet this week. There were so many good ones. Can we start an exotic, foreign, Indonesia, Hawaii hashtag? Maybe we'll have to abridge it to EFIH. Can we?
Exotic, foreign, Indonesia, Hawaii.
Yes, we can. Si se puede. We're doing it now. It's going to take over everything, okay? Website, StevenKruiser.com. Bonus clips. You go there. There's stuff at the PJ Lifestyle, PJ Tadler. Follow me. I'm not going anywhere for a few weeks, so there's nothing on the calendar for you. You can just come stalk me at my home like you usually do, okay? And don't ever forget that when you comment, and the comments, remember I said last week they're getting a little weird about they've reached an absolute level of full-on psychosis now. When you comment, you get a wipey. 20 Twitter people, counted them, asked me this week for wipes too. You don't get them, Twitter people. Only people that come to the PJ TV site get them. And these are magical. These are magical. You wouldn't believe what I make disappear with this. Moved into a new place, 5 neighbors gone already. They were loud. This week's comment writer says, since my earlier fruitless efforts to merit a wipe have ended in a perpetually deferred hope, I suggest resorting to the tried and true method of capitalism. Yes, I want to buy a wipe, or a case of them, because I have dreamed of multitudes of purposes for them, all legal and honorable, I assure you. Please, name your price. Don't make me violate my conscience by trying to buy cheap knockoffs from China. That just ruins the sweet flavor of capitalism with the bitterness of communism, and only a true wipe could cleanse me from such sin. That's how you do it, right there. There was some thought in that. You get a wipe and a signed copy of the script, of course. You know what's weird? Everything that comes out of the mouths of the inhabitants of a little something we like to call the circle of dumb. A little casual, nonchalant flipper response. Again, we've spared you another Hillary Clinton dancing video. You may find this more nauseating, however. Your winner is... Yes, the Botox hag is back. Here is the phenomenally clueless former House Speaker and current alien invader explaining to a crowd that the Republicans are now waging a war on food.
I was vigilant about food safety, right, Moms? I mean, if you could depend on the government for one thing, it was about you had to be able to trust the water that our kids drank and the food that they ate. But this is the E. coli club. They do not want to spend money to do that.
The E. coli club. No one was supposed to know about that, Sammy. That was supposed to be a super secret club. We get together late at night. We're all wearing dark suits, of course, and the power ties, and then we go out and put E. coli on the lettuce. That's what we do. And it's time-consuming, but it's a labor of love. She's an idiot, okay? Can I just say Nancy Pelosi is an idiot? She's equating not wanting egregious spending on a host of other things with not wanting to keep the food safe. That's the leap they make all the time. They don't want to spend over here. They don't want to watch the little lizards mating study over here. That means they want to kill your children with bad food. And they use white people in their ads. Hold me like you know me, because I don't like the cheap stuff. It's time for the last piece of my mind. Pretty sure I've covered this recently, kids, but it bears repeating, especially as we get closer to the election, okay? I've seen, once again, a little bit of irrational exuberance out there about this election. People thinking we can win it just because we should win it, okay? I don't know if you've looked at the polls. They're still really tight. Very tight, Sammy. Okay, and don't get cocky. Don't get dismayed because of the polls, but don't get cocky either. Do what you can to work to make this happen, okay? And don't just assume it's going to happen because it should. I keep hearing people talk about landslide. A landslide would be great, but a landslide is never guaranteed. Work hard, be vigilant, make it happen, don't get cocky. Love you guys. See you next week.